All right, lovely. T-tap twist stretch. So here's the idea with any of the T-tap twists. And really think about what we did with jazz twist. It's very much the same as well. And that is, ideally, you're trying to keep your hips as close to the front as you can while you are taking your shoulders straight to the side. Okay, so you can see when I'm here on my side, I'm not doing this. Now, when I do this, I can feel a stretch, okay, no question, but it's not what we're doing with these moves. So the shoulders are trying to get to here. The hand positions, we do different hand positions in order to get there, okay? Now, when I say push back, whether I'm doing this or this, I'm saying push back, take the same side hip and press it forward. Oh, you'll get a heat rush, okay? Now, why are we doing that? Think about what's happening on the spine. I think if you understand it, then it's a little easier to kind of get what we're doing. Here's where we do what we call the squeegee, right? So you have this spine with all those different vertebrae and all the little lymph nodes and everything up and down that vertebrae. And most of us never turn, right? So what we're trying to do, the body doesn't want to go directly to the side, and it sure as heck doesn't want to turn, okay? But we're going to turn it, but slowly and very specifically, okay? And what can happen is you might get a heat rush like I just did. You might not get that today, but you will if you keep doing it, because it also helps you open energetically the connection from the brainstem down into the muscles that will help to energize everything, or enervate even your, your kidneys, et cetera, et cetera. Another reason why it's an elimination workout, okay? So just thinking that the spine is your central nervous system, okay? And the brain stem, etc., it's all one. And if there's a kink in your spine, you don't get the same amount of innervation out to your glands, your organs, etc., okay? This isn't woo-woo kind of stuff. This is truly what happens. We have neuroconnections, okay? So when we're doing this, we can be unblocking the energy transmissions. So it's kind of like a garden hose, right? When you have a garden hose coming in and there's a kink in it, at the other end, you might get a little couple of drops out. But as soon as you unkink it, whoosh, you get a whoosh, right, of water. And just think about T-tap twist, any of these twisting motions are really all T-tap, as unkinking the garden hose, okay? So there's a reason to play with this little sucker. Okay, so when we do this, I want you to think, put your feet a little bit closer for these, because when you do, you're able to get a little bit more twist out of it, if you will. So for this one, I'm going to put my feet kind of 4 fingers apart. So my feet are going to be pretty close, but still straight. Okay, still straight on the side. So I'll give you a second to kind of check in with that. All right, let's get ourselves in alignment. So here we are, feeling weird. Now it's a little closer still. Bending your knees, tailbone, pull it down into the earth. I bet that's starting to get a little easier. Ribs up, you're starting to feel it. Shift into your heels. Your toes will lift. Think about that ball joint. It's anchoring. Now turn out thigh bones. See, when your feet are this close, you really have even less place to turn out. Ribs up again. All right, beautiful. Now put one arm up and the other arm on top with the hand here. Now I'm going to come up so you can see what I'm doing. So good work. Now I'm not doing one hand on top of the other completely. I'm more kind of finger to my knuckle. Okay, now check in. I want you to lift your elbows and your shoulders up, and I want you to start to press. You're actually pressing the hand against the other one, and you're going to start to lower down and think ribs up. You ready? Ribs up, ribs up, ribs up, ribs up. See with a place where you can get that lifted. Good. So it's going to be a little different from each of us. Now check in. Did you arch your tail out? If so, tuck your tail. Ribs are up. Good. Now, in this position, keep your knees bent, shift back, thighs out. I like to have a visualization of having a pole straight down the center of my head, the center of my torso, all the way down. And all I'm going to be doing is rotating my shoulders on that pole, okay? Pole visualization can help you from shifting your weight. So I find it helpful. You'll see if it helps you. Ribs up again. So inch by inch, we're going to go ahead and turn our shoulders on the pole. So I want you to think, turn. By the way, you're looking the same way as you're turning the shoulders. Press, think ribs up. Let's turn a little bit more. Press down, ribs up. Now, as you go, say if you're turning your shoulders to the left, take that left hip and press it forward a little bit. See if you can keep the hips there. Good work. Look at your back elbow, Kathy, if you can. I'll watch you, I promise. Come on over. Come on over. Good. Now, once you're pretty far there, I want you to press the ribs up. Now, just check in. Shift your whole statue back into your heels a little bit. Toes will lift more. Thigh bones out. Ribs up. Now, do little tiny pulses back. When you pulse that back elbow, you want to make sure it's slightly higher. Good, it looks like everybody is doing that. If you're feeling it in that shoulder, it means your back shoulder's dropping. Keep it up, or back elbow's dropping. Good work. Now slowly come back to the front of your body. Once you're there, I want you to think ribs up. Now drop your hands, palms forward. Give me a jazz hand. Pull back and lift your heels. Give me just little pumps. We'll just help you pump out that lymph in the shoulders. Very good. Give me a thumbs up. Who felt that? Felt it a little differently. Good. Nice work, girls. Okay, and if you're not sure, it's okay. Let's go to the other side. You all looked really good, though. Good. Feet, bend the knees, tailbone, stretch up, shift back, lift toes. I know it's a lot, right? Other side. So press to get your ribs up. Make sure you're not up here. Okay, up here is all about your shoulders. Shoulders down. Good. We're going to check in again, thinking about your pole. You ready? Inhale. On the exhale, inch by inch. Kind of come over. Ribs up. Keep going. On the other side. Keep going. You're going to look at the back elbow. Keep it slightly lifted up. That'll just help you to not hurt your shoulder. Once you're there, shift into your heels. Thigh bones out. Little pulses back. Ribs up. Really think ribs up, little pulses back. Give me two more. Over and over. Good work. Now slowly come back to the front. All the way, all the way, all the way. Now think ribs up. Make sure, notice how many of you are way up here again. Drop her down. We like to take all that tension in our shoulders. Flip it back. I want you to go back and stretch and stretch and stretch. Good work. Now I'm going to do another T-tap twist stretch because I want to give you some variety. This one, you're going to bend, tailbone down, ribs up, shift back, thighs out. Now I want you to go, I call it hand away, hand away. Stretch it up. Give me a bear claw. So you're really pulling your knuckles back. Take your thumbs, roll them back. Now when you're doing that, you're rolling the shoulder back. Then bend at the elbow and come right to here. Good. So you're going to keep the elbow in. Check to make sure that your elbows aren't behind you, okay? So you're thinking elbow to the front. Take the thumbs, roll back. For me, rolling the thumb back gives me that nice activation there. Okay, good. And you also want to try and have your forearms slightly lower than your wrist. I do this as well with hoedowns. You just notice when you bring them up, you lose some of the back activation. All right, now we're going to do the exact same thing, you guys. Tuck and ribs up. So you're going to visualize your pole. Thigh bones are out. Head is in tall head, right? Chin is back. You're going to inhale. And on the exhale, you're just going to turn your shoulders one way. Over, over, over. Thinking about your pole. Try not to lean your upper body one way or the other. That's the hard part. And you're looking at the back thumb. Try to get it back to as far as you can. Good. Release slightly. Give me an inhale. Shift back. Thighs out. Exhale. Little pulses back. Little pulses back. Just make it small. When you go back, think hip forward. Hip forward. Very nice. Hey, Danny, lean your upper body back just a little bit. Yes, try that. See how that feels. If it hurts, come back, but it looks better. Good. Nikki, I want you to lean the other way towards the back. That's okay, I'll help you in a minute. All right, take that back elbow forward. Good. Like this. So you're kind of parallel to the floor. Open it, ribs up, shift it to your heels, ball joints, thighs out, tall head. We're going to do 4 claps in this position. Keep your elbows here. So check this out, how intense this can be. Keep your elbows, just bring your hands to the front, fingertips, touch them. And when you touch, I want you to go, press and think, ribs up. Good. Bear claw, palms to the ceiling, elbows are in towards your body, and ribs up here. Good. All right, guys, shift back, thigh bones out. I'm going to do 4 claps a little faster. See if you can keep that form. So it's clap, ribs up. 2, ribs up. 3, ribs up. I'm seeing a lot more activation already, you guys. Good. Very nice. We're going to go to the other side. You ready? Stretch it up tall. Inhale. Exhale, and we're going to go to the other side. Remember to keep that head turning it the same way the body is. I'm going to look forward because I'm watching you. Good. Release it a little bit. Think ribs up. Inhale. Exhale. Little turns. Notice this is why it's so much easier to get more out when your feet are closer together, right? You can get more turn out of it. Thigh bones out. Good work. Now take that back and bring yourself forward to the front. All the way, all the way, all the way. The hands are parallel here. Ribs up, shift back, check in. Bend the knees, girls. A lot of us are starting to straighten. Shift back. Thigh bones out. Ribs are up. You ready? I know you're going to hate me, but we're doing 4 more claps. Clap and back. 2 and ribs up. 3, nice work. Ribs up. Yes. 4, ribs up. Drop it down. Relax. Just give me some little kicks. All right, let's just shake it. Up and down with the shoulders. Boy, you guys look good. Good, good, good. Kick it across, 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 across. Now I'm going to show you a nice little forward kick too, which is just a really nice stretch. So you might have to stop for a minute and get your balance. So you're going to come hip and you're just going to bring it forward. If you can't touch anything, if you can just touch one leg, it's okay. If you get a little more flexibility, you can go down and touch. The other arm comes back. Feel that nice stretch across your shoulders and your waist. Good work. One more time each side. Beautiful. And stop and then just bounce from the knees and the shoulders. Woo! Let the hands go, girls. Shift your hips side to side. Let the shoulders go. Good work. All right. Beautiful. You know what? I think I'm going to stop this before we do the full stretch. So that way you'll have it be easier for you to review.